Supreme Court to hear pleas challenging constitutional validity of the Citizenship Amendment Act on Wednesday, warns against violence. Curfew relaxed in Guwahati, Dibrugarh in Assam. Protests continue against amended Citizens Act in state and other parts of India. Prime Minister Narendra Modi deeply is distressed over violent protest against CAA, calls them unfortunate. Nation celebrates Vijay Diwas, commemorates India's decisive victory over Pakistan in 1971 war, pays tributes to martyrs. And in cricket, Caribbeans demolish India by 8 wickets in first one-day international in Chennai. A very good evening, viewers, and welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Hongita Kakuti Pathak, and now the stories in detail. The Supreme Court has said it will hear on Wednesday pleas of the Congress and former Maharaja of Tripura, Pradyut Kishore Dev Burman, challenging the constitutional validity of the Citizenship Amendment Act CAA. A bench headed by Chief Justice S.A. Bobde said it will hear the pleas along with other pending matters. Senior advocate Abhishek Manu Singhvi mentioned for urgent listing of the two pleas and said this petition should also be heard along with a similar plea filed by the Indian Union Muslim League listed for hearing on the 18th of this month. Meanwhile, a bench headed by Chief Justice S.A. Bobde today also took serious note of the rioting and destruction of public property during the anti-CAA protest and said this must stop immediately. In Assam, day curfew has been lifted in Guwahati city following an improvement in the situation. Offices, banks and business establishments remained opened and vehicles are also plying on the roads. Day curfew has also been relaxed in Dibrugarh. However, schools will remain closed in some places, including Kamrup Metro, till the 22nd of this month. Mobile internet services will also remain shut down for another 24 hours. Police have arrested around 180 miscreants for their alleged involvement in violence. Meanwhile, in Assam, the All Assam Students Union ASU today launched a 3-day mass satyagraha across the state. Along with the ASU members, people from all sections of the society joined the satyagraha. The satyagrahis marched from the Lota Hill playground in Guwahati towards the Deputy Commissioner's office, shouting the slogan, "Repeal CAA or arrest us." Later, ASU advisor Homujal Bhattacharya, General Secretary Lurinjyoti Gogoi, singer Hongita Kakuti, cultural activist Prithviraj Rabha, among others were detained in front of the Deputy Commissioner's office by police. They were later released. The Ahom Jatiyotawadi Jubo Chhatra Parishad also resorted to a mass hunger strike program across the state. On the other hand, protest against the Citizenship Act has spread to several states across the country. At the forefront are students of 15 universities, which include Jamia Millia University in Delhi, Aligarh Muslim University in Uttar Pradesh, and the Jadavpur University in Bengal. Police baton charged and used tear gas against agitating students of Jamia Millia and Aligarh Muslim universities on Sunday evening. Jamia Millia students staged a sit-in protest in front of the Delhi Police headquarters, demanding release of students detained by police who were later released. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court has agreed to hear tomorrow's pleas, which have alleged police atrocities on students holding protest against the amended Citizenship Act at the Aligarh Muslim University and the Jamia Millia Islamia University. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said violent protests against the Citizenship Amendment Act are unfortunate and deeply distressing. In a series of tweets, Modi said debate, discussion and dissent are essential parts of democracy, but damage to public property and disturbance of normal life has never been a part of the Indian ethos. He said the Citizenship Amendment Act 2019 was passed by both houses of the parliament with overwhelming support, and a large number of the political parties and MPs supported its passage. This act illustrates India's centuries-old culture of acceptance, harmony, compassion and brotherhood. He unequivocally assured citizens that the CAA does not affect any citizen of India of any religion, and no Indian has anything to worry regarding this act. Modi added, this act is only for those who have faced years of persecution outside and have no other place to go except India.
This act is only for those who have faced years of persecution outside and have no other place to go except India. The need of the hour is for all of us to work together for the development of India and the empowerment of every Indian, especially the poor, downtrodden and marginalized. We cannot allow vested interest groups to divide us and create disturbance. This is the time to maintain peace, unity and brotherhood. It is my appeal to everyone to stay away from any sort of rumor mongering and falsehood.
The central government will definitely reach out to the democratic protesters agitating against the Citizenship Amendment Act, assured Assam Finance Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma at a press meet today at Janata Bhavan, Guwahati. Dr. Sarma said those involved in vandalism will not be spared, and till now, police have registered 136 such cases and 190 people have been arrested in this connection. Sarma said the state government will institute a high-level inquiry into the cases of vandalism. The government will take a call on the withdrawal of curfew in Guwahati and resumption of internet services after a thorough review of the situation, he said. Meanwhile,
প্ৰায় গোটেইকেইগৰাকী ব্যক্তি বিপদমুক্ত আৰু তেওঁলোকৰ বিভিন্ন প্ৰকাৰে চিকিৎসা চলি আছে। ৰাজ্যখনত যোৱা 4 দিন বা 5 দিন যি ঘটনা সংঘটিত হ'ল, তাৰ পৰিপ্ৰেক্ষিতত পুলিচে এতিয়ালৈকে সমগ্ৰ ৰাজ্যত 136টা গোচৰ ৰুজু কৰিছে আৰু 190 জন ব্যক্তিক এতিয়ালৈকে গ্ৰেপ্তাৰ কৰিছে।
Meanwhile, the Assam Pradesh Congress Committee will observe a mass sit-in demonstration on December 19 across the state against the amended Citizenship Act. Addressing a press meet at Rajiv Bhavan, Guwahati today, APCC President Ripun Bora announced that there will be a signature campaign on December 22. He informed that from December 22, a foot march, that is Padayatra, will start from Hodia. He demanded a judicial inquiry into the police firing in which several persons were killed. He also demanded adequate compensation to the next of kin of the deceased.
Amar Congress Manuhok, Vivinna Thait Timothy Graftar Korise, or Vivinna Thait, Amar Manuhok Police Raki Bisari, Halafasti Police. Into Yar Zugedi, Ami Mudidanoya, BJP government.
The nation today celebrated Vijay Diwas to commemorate India's victory over Pakistan in the 1971 war. Rich tributes were paid to the martyrs who laid down their lives during the war. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said he salutes the courage and valor of the Indian soldiers. In a tweet today, Modi said, the history created by Indian Army on this day in 1971 will always be engraved in golden words. In Manipur, the state-level Vijay Diwas was held at the banquet hall of the 1st Battalion Manipur Rifles with Chief Minister N. Biren Singh and Deputy Chief Minister Y. Joy Kumar Singh as the chief guest and president respectively. Addressing the function, N. Biren Singh called for renewed commitment to improve the human resources sector in the state.
India ने West Pakistan East Pakistan ने देखी मतलब सुनी मतलब नहीं है कुछ सही मता बना गया public mandate था
A special session of the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly is slated to be held on the 19th of this month to adopt a resolution urging the central government to introduce the inner line permit, that is ILP system, in the state. Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma had led a delegation of his cabinet colleagues to New Delhi and met Union Home Minister Amit Shah and urged him to exempt the entire state from the purview of the Citizenship Amendment Act. Leaders of all the constituent parties of the ruling Meghalaya Democratic Alliance were part of the delegation that apprised the Union Home Minister of the prevailing situation in Meghalaya. Nagaland Governor R.N. Ravi has been given additional charge of Meghalaya. A statement issued by the Rashtrapati Bhavan said, "The President of India is pleased to appoint R.N. Ravi, Governor of Nagaland, to discharge the functions of the Governor of Meghalaya, in addition to his own duties during the absence on leave of Tathagata Roy, Governor of Meghalaya," it said, without citing further details. Ravi is also the centre's interlocutor for talks with the Naga insurgents. In sports news, in cricket, Shai Hope and Shimron Hetmyer guided West Indies to a comfortable 8-wicket win over India in the first one-dayer at the M.A. Chidambaram Stadium in Chennai on Sunday night. Shimron Hetmyer, who smashed a career best of 139 in 106 balls, was declared man of the match. With this win, the Caribbean side have a 1-0 lead in the 3-match ODI series. Chasing a target of 288 runs, West Indies made 291 for the loss of 2 wickets. Hope scored an unbeaten 102 runs, while Nicholas Puran played a knock of 29 runs not out. Earlier, the visitors won the toss and asked India to bat first. Batting first, the host scored 287 for 7 in 50 overs. Wicketkeeper batsman Rishabh Pant scored his maiden ODI half-century. Both the teams will now face each other in the second game at Visakhapatnam. And before we wind up the bulletin, a recap of the headlines. Supreme Court to hear pleas challenging constitutional validity of the Citizenship Amendment Act on Wednesday, warns against violence. Curfew relaxed in Guwahati and Dibrugarh in Assam. Protests continue against amended Citizens Act in state and other parts of India. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, deeply distressed over violent protest against CAA, calls them unfortunate. Nation celebrates Vijay Diwas, commemorates India's decisive victory over Pakistan in the 1971 war, pays tributes to martyrs. And in cricket, Caribbeans demolish India by 8 wickets in first one-day international in Chennai. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.